Okay, so let's look at some of JP's lies. JP was my business partner, okay? First of all, I don't know what he said, but they said that the company didn't exist. It didn't exist. And I showed you templates, business cards, countless emails, a roster full of women, clients. I sort of showed you it's hard with client confidentiality for me to share everything, like the Yankees. I can't show you who exactly that was, etc. Press, production companies, networks, yes, MTV. Okay, additional reality show casting I was asked to do as a result. Just many, many things. Written interviews, podcasts, me going on KROQ for a radio interview, JP going on MSNBC, okay, so yes, it was a company. On top of that, I did show you that it was a registered LLC, but what's interesting is even though at the time he was saying that I was VP, which you've seen him say, on the LLC, he doesn't have my name. Okay. So he was ripping me off. Now, I didn't go to business school, and I didn't know, I didn't even think of it as a concept that someone would be purposefully tanking our company. It never dawned on me that that would happen and why. And now I understand it's a tactic that some people do to, when they get investors in, they tank the company and just take the investment money. I didn't understand this at this time. It's worth noting that JP had done it before with a company that was invested $1 million in. I'll deny it or whatever. If the government actually does do a check, they will find it. So, let's talk about a few things. Velvet, I think that was denied that was a client, and then he tried to make something scandalous on me for it, and I find out he wasn't in New York when I was in LA. And that was Chloe's client who she connected with, and that's why even proof that I was connecting with them. I had various friends working or at some point had temporarily been offered or worked with us, including temporarily Odette, Paul, Angela, okay, but also Gray and Chloe were sticking around for a bit, okay. Now on that, I'm not blaming him, but on that LLC registration under manager, not vice president or anything, manager was Arish. He was a manager, he was a sales manager. He's the only one other than JP on this LLC that's registered in Nevada. Now he claimed it had done that because it's cheaper. I don't know his reasons really. He denied that the $3 million was real. Now I'm really wondering if it wasn't more than $3 million. I'm really fucking wondering that. What I was told is that the investors came at us for a minimum of $2 million and then went to $3 million. I'm wondering if it wasn't more than that now, considering everything. Alie did work for us. I think she denied it, and she was on the air with me for Wing Girls. Okay, I picked her because of nepotism. I'll admit it. I was just doing a friend a solid. Actually, in hindsight, there were plenty of other girls that I should have picked. So that sucks. That's kind of the way of things. So, Vegas. You guys are saying that I was in Vegas, and I think JP denied that he was in Vegas. He bought a house there. I'll show you that he is in Vegas. There's even people are writing articles complaining about him. And he bought a house there. I'll show you. He bought a house there and 2 separate $100,000 cars. And one of the license plates, red pill, which is a reference to the Matrix, where you decide to think outside the system, which means what? I'm extrapolating here, but I'm accurate. He bought that car with money not on the normal trajectory or system. How? Theft. podcast. I will show you that we were on a podcast where Arish was present and his brother, and I'll also show you that Arish confirms this, and Arish also goes, I think JP said I was a wing girl. I was never a wing girl. I'm funny with money and stuff, so money and certain things, even though I don't see that judgment for other people doing it, it's not for me. He can't prove that I ever was a wing girl because I wasn't. Nor would I kind of book girls, I'm like how I'm whispering and it's about me, but I kind of book girls that are like 2 points hotter than I am. I'm just being honest, okay? And actually, if you looked at the girls that I booked, you would have seen body preference, what I thought was beautiful. And overwhelmingly, I mean, if you actually pay attention to the women that we chose, overwhelmingly, JP and I chose curvier women that were just a little bit on the curvier side. Really no waves. Very few. Very, very few, and maybe 5% of our entire roster, and I only put them on because of if there was an occasional need for like a runway thing or something. Okay? And the only difference, we had our type of what JP liked and what I liked. The body type we actually agreed on. We both liked curvier women for our roster. That seemed healthy and what one would expect for a wing girl especially. What was most bookable, but it seemed the difference between what JP liked and I liked. He seemed to like them more trashy. I still wanted them naturally beautiful. Okay, this is the difference. I liked him a bit more on the classy side. He liked them a little trashy ones. Like, JP should just easy or something, whatever. Okay, it was still a no contact service, I'm just saying. Sugar daddy. He gave a speech during this at a sugar daddy convention. Alright. It shows you where his mind's at, okay? I'll show you his new house in Vegas. Design, LLC. He funneled our funds. I showed you that, so you know. By having people, clients and girls, if they owed us money or something, we would charge girls who didn't show up for gigs. Right, for his private LLC. Design LLC, not PWG management. And he kept saying it was because, oh, well, our LLC hasn't finalized yet, or, well, you know, we should get insurance first, or this or that, and it was always something, and now I'm like, oh, shit, he could have been booking all kinds of shit behind my back. He ran the merchant terminal. How hard is it to make a phone call and swipe a card, right? I wouldn't know. Exactly. And it would all be under that, and so, it's like, what's his face that Richard's doing? Now, I think at some point you guys tried to say that Design LLC was mine, or that I made it up and it wasn't real. And I did actually show you. No, it's Design LLC and PW Management are both registered LLCs under JP's name. And actually, Design LLC had a woman's name who I don't even know who it is. That's kind of weird, too. Okay. I think he denied his quote, which he has everywhere. Miscommunication is endless. Telling for this. And there was another quote which actually had a typo in it that he's putting up everywhere, and it's he goes, if you're real and you're congruent, you can get by with anything. Well, he's not real, but get by with anything. Yale. I think he tried to present himself as he was a Yale student, like as in you're 18, you go to school for 4 years in Yale. He was 40 and it was a summer program. A bit different. Like, where's his Yale hat? Like, I mean, yeah, but no. A Goiter. He said that I totally made up the Goiter rumor and it wasn't true and I was just crazy. And I'll show you Arish writing, being like, well, because I go, Arish, why did you, the reason that I'm suspicious of you is because you came in when I was working and told me that he spent all the money on a Goiter. You guys, this is like a thing. It's like a giant foil thing. And I was like, wow, could anyone in America, get one, because it's from lack of iodine, and as you guys know, the food is very salty, and I was like, this is not really possible in America, okay? And so that's what I was told, and then Arish goes, he even sent me a picture making fun of it. Like, that's what he told me. I don't know, the guy's sketchy, okay? He's in his own alright. And I go, well, and then the other thing I'm talking to Arish about is I go, well, your brother, the other thing that makes me suspicious is when I was on the podcast with your brother asked me if I was a wing girl. Shouldn't he know that I wasn't? And he's like, well, it's not his fault, he didn't know. You know, and I was like, that's true. And I was like, as long as they didn't edit it to make it sound like I said yes or something. I mean, in it, I go, no, I'm VP. And he's like, oh, you're so pretty. I thought you were a wing girl. And I was like, she's a little late. She'll be here in 5 minutes, and then you'll be like, what? Which, get out of the way, bitch. I'm just kidding. Okay, I will show you that I was VP for wing girls. I did trace that email, the Velvet email. It seemed like there was a controversy or something. And I did trace it to the Stockton area, which is Stockton, Sacramento. It's like a half-hour away. And he lived in Sacramento, and I can show you he's on public record for that. So that's why I took the majority of meetings, like with production companies. Or probably he didn't want me to go on air. I don't know. Okay. But I was there and he wasn't, so the bulk of a lot of things came down to me, which is why you see so many fucking emails. That's, you guys, you know what's fucking nuts about that? That's on my personal email, which means, because he deactivated my PWG email, that's why I can't show you proof on that. That's overflow. That's how much I was working. Alright. So, I will show you all that stuff, but you gotta give me some time.